You're going to be late. Katie left 20 minutes ago. Do you know, if that lad doesn't get taken on a tram, maybe he should take up sleeping for a living. I've never known anybody with such a natural gift. Staring out the window won't make a comeback any quicker.
I'm watching this kerfuffle out here. I am.
No, you're not. You're waiting for Sammy.
He'll be late for work.
Well, if Jeff's not up in 5 minutes, you boot him out, right? Frank, we don't know anything for certain. They went on a course together. Now, that's reasonable enough.
Believe that, you believe anything. How do we even know there was a course?
Frank.
She could have spent the whole week at his place.
You put some clothes on.
Waking up Clampett Minor.
Stop it!
Not until one of those walking disaster areas moves that pile of scrap. Excuse me, what time are you going to be finished?
Oh, my God.
Where are you going?
To speak to Ron.
Hey, all right, just hang on a minute, will you?
Look, it's Max's first morning in a new job. He really can't afford to be late.
Will you shut up?
Well, why hasn't it been moved?
Listen, you wanted it off the lawn, didn't you? It's off the lawn. All right, I'm going to move it. If you want to get out, why don't you drive home the payment like everybody else? Flaming divvy.
Oh, don't start abusing Max now.
Well, tell him to get his hand off that arm before I flatten him then. Hey, if you're so keen to move, why don't you try walking?
Look, I need that thing moved now.
I'm going to move it, Anne. I'm going to move it.
When? You've had all weekend.
Our Mike was away, was he? And I was busy. I don't know, give us a break, will you, for God's sake? The axle's broke. It was you that gave us 7 cans of stick about shifting it off the lawn.
No, I mean shift it, permanently shift it to a scrap heap.
You want to shift it? Well, shift it yourself.
Look, I've had it up to here with you, your family, your cars, your motorbikes, your junk, your kids, your bonfires, that interminable racket.
Well, what are you going to do about it then, Maxie? What are you going to do?
Look, it's Max's first morning in a new job.
Oh, we'll bully for our Maxie then.
Follow me, get in your car. Get in your car.
Will you stop pushing me around?
That junk's not moved by the time I get home. You'll be hearing from my solicitors. And I'll hold your son personally responsible for any damage to this close.
Max, the lamppost!
Is that your car or is it Rod's?
It's Rod's.
Well, could you get in to move it, please?
When he wakes up, he's only just got off.
Well, could you move it?
If I can find the keys, yeah.
It's an offence. Do you realise that's an illegal obstruction? What does he think he's playing? He's been there for about 3 days.
If they hadn't have abolished capital punishment, I'd have swung for that Barnum fella. And a grin on my face.
Right, get the mobile over there.
Sure.
I'm going to move that pile of scrap, aren't I? I've got to get my car out. Max, do us a favour and side that to that car over there, all right?
Thank God somebody in this close has got a bit of nous.
Do you know about knots?
Yes, of course I know about knots.
I was only asking. I used to know how to do a reef knot. I think you put right over left, or maybe it's left over right. Whichever. I learned about it in my short but inglorious career in the Brownies.
Oh, really? Well, this is a bowline, and it can pull a tank. And if my shirt gets oil on it, I'm going to tie a knot like this round Jed Clampett's neck.
No, it's not a booking, no. I just wanted to word with Miss Rogers, please. She works there. Oh, right. I just thought she might be in work this morning. I wasn't sure when she was due back of her course. Yesterday afternoon. They got back yesterday afternoon. Oh, I see. No, it's nothing urgent. You don't happen to know where I could get hold of her, do you? At home? Fine. I'll ring her at home then. Okay. Thanks for all your help. Bye.
Right, that's it. Road clear.
Listen, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Oh, it's no problem, Max. Hey, listen, I'm your quantity surveyor.
Right.
I might need a favour off you one day, Max.
Right. Well, whenever. Look, I've got to get off now, so...
All right, mate. See you later. Hey, cheers, Baz. How are you on, mate? Yeah. Come on. I said yeah. Oh, well, any time then. All right, mate. Don't forget. Stace, you're going to be in about 7 tonight.
Might be, why?
Well, I'll see you then.
What if I'm not in, you won't?
Look, Stace, I need a favour off you.
What sort of favour?
I'm going fishing.
And what am I supposed to do? Hold your bait?
Well, funny that I was thinking more or less along the same lines myself. It's not going to be easy, this Stace. I mean, he's a really big fish.
What are you talking about?
I'm showing 2 fingers to everyone who's got me down as a small-time no-mark, all right? Ta-da.
Stupid thing.
Tough morning?
Oh, sorry. Didn't see.
Let me give you a hand.
Oh, no, really.
Problems?
Just me being clumsy. Look, I'm sorry I was late.
Oh, good heavens. We don't expect account managers to clock in. So tell me, how's your little girl?
Oh, boy.
How old is he now?
Nearly 2, thanks.
Difficult age. Teething, tantrums. My lad's 2 in May.
Really?
It's a full-time job at that age.
Yeah, well, I do have help. Full-time help. Does your wife work?
Well, not at the moment, no. We decided while James was a... So, anyway, do you want 5 minutes to get yourself sorted?
No, I'm fine. Oh, honestly, fine.
Well, then let me just float this one past you, Patricia. Interchangeable impregnated mop heads.
Pardon?
Impregnated mop heads. Alex recommended you.
Did he?
He seems to hold you in very high esteem.
Oh, no higher than I hold him, believe me.
Well, I find that very encouraging. All the right attitudes, Alex. He'll go far. Something I'm very keen on, good office relations. No, he thought you'd be ideally suited to this account.
How very generous of him.
To tell you the truth, I'm inclined to agree. Well, to be honest with you, Patricia, I don't think the guys in the account management team have the first idea how to handle impregnated mop heads.
But you think I do?
Well, we felt, and I know Richard's in complete...
We?
Alex and I. We felt this was probably more your kind of thing than the toxic waste campaign.
On what grounds?
Pardon?
On what grounds did you and Alex come to this decision?
Well, basically on the grounds that...
On the grounds that I'd know more about impregnated mop heads than I do about toxic waste. Well, I'm very sorry to disappoint you, Paul, but I know absolutely nothing about impregnated mop heads. Impregnated mop heads are a closed book to me. In fact, I wouldn't know an impregnated mop head if it jumped up and bit me.
Look, if this is going to give you some kind of problem...
No, all I'm saying is that I feel as if I'm being palmed off with something that nobody else wants to do.
You think, quote-unquote, women's products are inherently less important or less worthy than other products?
No, of course not.
Because, frankly, I'd call that a very sexist attitude. Look, I'm sorry, Patricia, I'm not quite clear what you are saying. We thought you'd be the ideal choice for this account. The creative team want to make the maximum impact on the woman trying to combine home and career. Well, we felt that as a working mother yourself, you'd be able to bring a particularly sensitive and informed empathy to the research. It's an excellent account. I think you'll find their advertising manager wants to stress the anxiety a working woman feels about her kitchen floor.
Really?
Oh, I know you'll do a first-class job.
Only trouble is, Paul, I don't have any deep-seated anxieties about my kitchen floor.
Ah, but does it shine? Leading such a high-powered creative life. Do you have time to keep it sparkling like glass? Is it always as fresh as it might be?
You mean guilt?
Pardon?
You want to concentrate on the working woman's guilt.
Exactly. Well done. Informed empathy.
Do you have deep-seated anxieties about your kitchen floor?
It's not my department, is it? By the way, talking about good office relations, I'm organising a company break, probably sometime next month. Get to know everybody in a little more depth. Thought we might brainstorm 1 or 2 interpersonal problem areas while we're at it. Partners welcome, by the way. Company policy. We like to, what's the word?
Vet.
Not at all. What an offensive idea. No, we just like to meet our employees' better halves, that's all. Keep the family image.
Hi, Pops. How are you? Ball patch coming on nicely there.
Where have you been?
You know where I've been, Nottingham?
On a course, eh? When'd you get back off this course?
This morning.
Liar.
We got back early this morning. Tim's just dropped me off.
Liar.
We did, Dad!
You got back yesterday afternoon.
Oh, you've been checking up on me.
That's right, yeah. I've been checking up on you and that cradle-snatching old lady's pension that you spent the night with.
And what did you do, like ring the hotel?
Didn't come in, though, did he? Didn't dare.
Oh, I'm going upstairs.
Hey, hasn't got the bottle to face me, has he? So where were you yesterday afternoon? At his place again?
Yeah, if you really want to know, yeah, that's exactly where I was. Now, I better go and unpack, excuse me.
Sammy, come here. I haven't finished with you yet.
Well, I have.
Come here.
Ron, about this morning, well, I think I went a bit over the top, you know, but, you know what it's like. First day, new job.
Somebody say something then.
Pardon?
Could have sworn I heard somebody say something then.
Yes, I did.
Sorry?
I did. I was talking to you.
Oh, no, pal. I don't think you could have been talking to me. Because I don't think you've got anything to say that I want to hear.
I am trying to apologise.
See, there it goes again. I don't know, I'm getting terrible trouble with these ears recently. I can hear normal, ordinary, decent, cooperative people. It's just the other kind.
It's all a bit childish, this, isn't it?
Ah, well, childish. You'd know all about that, wouldn't you? I mean, you're the expert there, aren't you?
Forget it. Forget it. I'm not apologising.
Good, because I'm not accepting. Up yours, pal.
Yeah, OK. Well, look, all I can do is apologise. Well, if you're still interested, the offer's still there. Yeah, well, thanks for letting me know anyway, Mrs. Jackson. Yeah, OK. Bye. Where the hell have you been?
I've been next door having a kip. From the lodge there, remember?
Sorry.
Who did you think it was?
Nikki, what are you doing all dressed up?
Well, what are you shouting Nicky for?
What's all this in aid of?
Look, I asked first.
Oh, Nikki's doing me head in. I don't know what to do about her.
Sack her.
She's me mate.
So?
Actually, I was thinking of asking her to move in. You know, help pay the rent.
Oh, that's one way to keep an eye on it, Trace.
Oh, no way. She's lost me 6 customers already.
Well, you should sack her then, shouldn't you?
Mrs. Jackson, Mrs. Pollock, her sister. The woman across the road near 4 kids.
Well, that's 7, you divvy. Who does your books?
I do.
Well, you want to get an accountant that can count up past 7, don't you?
Actually, it's 8, because I do her husband sometimes. I want to kill Nikki when she gets here. Should have heard Mrs. Jackson on the phone then. Oh, no, love, it doesn't matter. I've been waiting in all afternoon. And don't think me mate and her sisters won't hear about this. Because I'm going to pass it on to them. What are you doing?
I'm taking my gear off.
Well, what for?
So you can give us a bit of a trim. Why, what did you think for?
Hey, don't flatter yourself.
I'm not.
Was this the favour, anyway? What's all this in aid of? Is your fishing gear?
Yeah. I'm going to a charity function, aren't
What do you know about charities?
I go to lots of charity functions, me. Business.
What sort of business?
My business.
Look, If this has got anything to do with that dress you bought me, I'm not coming.
Look, I haven't even opened my mouth, have I? I told you, the dress was a present. God, what's the world coming to when you can't even buy a present for your own stepsister? So, how's it going with you and the busy then? You and, oh, what's his name now? Still on, is it?
Yeah, you just keep your head still.
Let me float something past you.
You what?
Interchangeable impregnated mop heads.
Sounds like a contraceptive device.
Try again.
One of those things you buy in the shops with the black windows and rubber things on the counter. Not that I would know, of course. I've never been in one. Or near one.
All right, I believe you. What a day, eh? Car failed its MOT.
Oh, no. Did it?
Brakes. I left it there. Pick it up tomorrow. Can you give me a lift in the morning?
Yes. Can get it out of the close.
Oh, my God, I'm sorry. I forgot. How did it go?
Oh, I had a wonderful day, thanks. Absolutely wonderful. I arrived half an hour late. I took an instant and mutual dislike to my colleagues. 10 minutes in their company, I begin to suffer from symptoms of acute boredom, like falling asleep and making paper darts.
You hated it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't go as far as saying that. Got a nice coffee machine, and I quite like the blonde on the switchboard. And it is 3,000 more a year. Hey, do you want one of these?
Oh, anything. I'm ravenous. You look tired.
I am tired.
Have we done the wrong thing?
Early days. Maybe. I've just had a run-in with that suave, sophisticated fella next door. That didn't help. So what are they, then?
What?
These impregnated thingies you were floating past me.
Don't ask. It's something I've been palmed off with because Alex fancies toxic waste and Paul Cunningham thinks I can't handle executive stress or anything that takes more than half a brain. Oh, plus they both have this theory that all career women suffer from serious psychological problems connected with deep-rooted Freudian anxieties about the state of their kitchen floor. Does that make it any clearer?
Yeah, crystal clear.
Would you do me one of those cauliflower cheese things as well? Any chocolate biscuits anywhere?
Do you want the telly on, love? Would you like a cup of coffee? And some music? Frank, shall I get up and do a belly dance for you? Do you know, I can't remember when I've had such a fun night in. Makes you wonder why people bother to go out, really, doesn't it?
When's she coming down?
And she's ready. And whenever that is, we'll sit down and discuss things calmly like civilised human beings. And we'll listen to her side of the argument.
She lied to me.
She lied to me as well. So what? I lied to my mum. And you lied to yours. I know you did because I was there. Jeff lies all the time. And so does Katie.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, and Katie. There'd be something very wrong with her if she didn't lie to us sometimes, because it would mean that she had no life separate from us. And why do you think they do it? They do it to protect us from things that they think we can't handle. They could very well be right.
That's right. That was all we did. Yes, excuse me, Mr. Bishop. Excuse me. OK. I'm very sorry about last Friday.
What?
Friday, our meeting. I had to get the shuttle back to London. I did leave a message with my PA, but she didn't get it through to you, obviously.
We had a meeting on Friday?
Hope you weren't waiting too long.
No, I can't honestly say I was. No.
Oh, good.
This meeting?
The Widnes reclamation site.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we are, Flo. I'll have 50 quid with this one of your particular charities? Yeah.
Well, I like to do what I can, you know, projects permitting. I'll have £100 worth, please, dear. Thank you very much.
A terrible memory for names. Remind me.
Grant. Barry Grant.
Yes, of course. Harry Grant.
Grant Leisure.
The Widnes site, you see. Yes, the massive leisure development. Any drawings, architectural models?
Oh, no problem.
Well, perhaps you better arrange another appointment, Mr. Gant. Phone my secretary in the morning. See what you can fix up.
Yeah, listen to this. This is my horoscope, right? This weekend will see the end of all your financial worries. They must be joking. You could become heavily involved in some cultural activity on Wednesday. Do you think going to see our Katie do a Spanish dancing counts as cultural or just heavy?
Hey,
Well, some tea in the oven.
do you mind if I don't?
Oh, Sammy, you've got to eat.
I am doing. We're going for an Italian.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Well, I didn't know you were cooking me any tea. Anyway, I thought you knew I was going out.
Well, I don't know how you work that one out of. I'm not psychic.
Yeah, well, you don't have to cook for me anymore, do you? I mean, I always eat at the hotel anyway.
Go and see that geriatric fella again, are you?
Look, do you want me to tell you the truth or what?
Sammy.
No, Mum, I mean, it's up to me, Dad. Either I'm going out with my mates from work, which is a lie, or I'm going out with Tim, which is the truth.
Oh, no, you're not.
Now, just a minute.
Well, fine. I'm going out with my mates from work.
Oh, no, Sammy, don't be silly.
Mum, I am not being silly. I mean, my dad accused me of being a liar.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is. So fine, I'll lie. I'll see you later.
You're not going anywhere.
Dad, you can't stop me.
Nobody is trying to stop you from doing anything, love. I mean, not within reason. No, we love. Now, you'll be back by 12 o'clock, all right? Have you got your keys? All right, then, well, we won't wait up, will we, Frank?
Don't ask me.
Oh, for God's sake!
I'm having nothing to do with it. You two work it out between you.
Bye, Mum. I'll see you later.
All right, love, go on.
Bye, Dad.
Frank?
Tomorrow morning, you and me, we're going to sort this out once and for all.
A lady who likes to live off the land shooting her own game serves up a right treat for Hugh in TV dinners next.
Sam, you all right?
What's going on?
Sam?
She doesn't have to go in today. She's off.
Chris? Mind out, love.
Sorry.
Chris? Chris? Sammy's gone. The room's empty.
gone?
Sammy, come
Oh,
on.
my God. Katie, go and get dressed.
Oh, where is she?
I knew this would happen, and you...
Go on.
All her clothes are still here.
That means nothing.
No, she wouldn't go without her clothes or all of this or her records.
She's been with him all night again, hasn't she?
If you hadn't gone yelling after her last night, she'd been back by midnight.
So it's all my fault.
Oh, Frank, you always fly off the handle. And accusing her of being a liar.
She is a liar.
It's how you say it, isn't it? She isn't a baby anymore.
Right, that's it.
Where are you going?
I'm going to bring her home. And while I'm at it, I'm going to sort this fella out.
Not dressed like that, you're not.
Was you know?
I know you were.
I was halfway out the front door. Chris, I don't know how to handle this.
Neither do I.
I thought you had it all boxed off.
Oh. I think I probably just remember what it felt like to be 17 a bit better than you do.
I remember what it was like to be 17.
Oh, yeah. Through a kind of nostalgic glow. Friday nights at the Cavern, gigs with the group. I think I just remember it a bit more honestly, that's all.
Should have encouraged her to become a nun.
A nun?
Preferably a closed order, behind barbed wire. I wonder if they do coloured brochures, these convents. Might scatter a few round our Katie's room.
Don't judge him. We don't know what he's like. I mean, he could be a really nice fella.
A really nice fella? Oh, come off it, will you? The man's a pervert. Sleeping around with a kid young enough to be his daughter. Now, there is something wrong there. And you think that's all right, do you? You think that's normal?
No, I don't think it's all right. But there might be some compensations.
What do you mean, compensations?
Well, maybe she won't have to go through all that clumsy mauling and fumbling and lying there thinking, all right, so where's the violins and the skyrockets and the bells? Is that it, or have we started yet? You know, maybe with somebody older she'll get a few violins and skyrockets the first time round.
And you didn't?
Oh, I'm not talking about that. But no, I didn't. Not then. Not the first time.
I don't believe I'm hearing this.
Well, it's just that I'm not so bothered about that side of it as you. Look, if it's happened, then I'm glad it's happened with somebody who's probably got a vague idea of what to do.
And I didn't.
Oh, I'm not talking about you.
Well, it sounds like it. It sounds exactly that's what we're doing.
Oh, Frank. Oh, I didn't mean that, love. Frank, what are we going to do?
Don't ask me, Chris. I'm lost.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Your dad didn't realise Sammy was working over, that's all.
She wasn't.
Well, maybe there's been a change of plan then. Katie, will you go and get dressed, love?
I tore a frill off my skirt at the dress rehearsal last night. Could you sew it on for me?
You're not now.
I didn't mean now.
Kate, ever had a burning ambition to become a nun?
No. I'm going to be a dancer on one of them cruise ships where you can see the world, or a dancer in one of them clubs in Las Vegas or Paris or somewhere.
I don't think I can go through all this again.
Maybe it's easier the second time round.
I might just go out later. Try and find a nice deserted lighthouse somewhere. Preferably about 5 miles offshore. Then I'm going to lock our Katie up in it. Till she's 45 at least.
Katie?
Yeah?
Are you downstairs?
Yep.
Oh, we'll put the kettle on then, love, eh?
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Jeff, you in that bathroom?
He hasn't even surfaced yet. What's going on? Sound like the March of the Elephants down there. What were you doing?
The fandango.
Flamenco.
Oh. Frank, Sammy's home.
And before anyone says, where have you been? I've been at Tim's. Yeah, I stayed the night. I mean, it's not the first time and it won't be the last.
Katie, come get dressed, love.
I made me breakfast.
Katie?
Let her stay. She's not a baby anymore. She knows her score.
Katie, do as your dad says, love, please. You can finish your breakfast later. Go on.
Come get dressed, love.
It's not fair though, is it?
What isn't?
2 against 1.
Katie, nobody's against anybody. We just want to talk.
Mum, we've talked till we're blue in the face, and in my dad's case, purple.
Katie, put your hand over your mouth.
Sorry.
Well, it's true, you do. Sort of like around here. It's like a sort of red and then it goes sort of purple. I think it's a lovely colour.
Right. Well, go on then. Let's have it. You start.
I don't know what to say, really. Look, if I was working away from home, if I had my own place, I could be sleeping out every night and you'd never know. But if you did know, you'd probably think, oh, well, she's old enough to run her own life now. And I am. I'm doing okay. I'm not sleeping around. I'm not doing drugs. And I'm not even drinking. Don't even think about it these days. I'm too happy. And that's all I want to say, really. I'm happy and I'm doing all right. So why can't I just get on with it?
Sammy, he's 39, love.
Has he got his name down for a Zimmer frame yet? I mean, there's not much time, is there? How about a bus pass?
He's twice your age.
Tell him the post office is doing some nice, genuine leather pinching book wallets.
I don't think that's very funny.
Nor do I, Sammy. Nor do I.
Sammy, you're only 17. You're just starting out.
You were 17 when you started sleeping with me dad.
Who told you that?
My mum
I did.
What do you want to go and tell her that for?
Katie, go and get dressed now.
Why? Isn't it true, like?
That's private between you and me.
I wanted to. We were having a talk about the pill and things.
When was this?
Oh, ages ago.
Go around telling the kids our intimate secrets.
It wasn't an intimate secret. She needed to know.
Well, it might have meant much to you, Chris. Obviously it didn't, but it meant a hell of a lot to me.
Oh, Frank, will you just shut up? You're just confusing the issue.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Oh, you always do that.
In front of my own kids, don't you dare.
You always turn everything around.
Telling me to shut up.
Will you stop shouting at me?
I'll shout to you as much as you bloody well like. You're lucky I haven't done worse to you.
Please. Great. I'm supposed to be grateful you haven't busted me against a wall somewhere, am I?
Will you stop it?
Look, can we just stick to the point?
This is the point. This is the point.
Can we just stop talking about us for 5 minutes, please, and just concentrate on Sammy?
Mum, don't cry, please.
I'm not crying, I'm all right.
I didn't mean... I just want...
Sammy, I know, love, I know. Come on. Come on, you sit down. Sit down. Now, your dad and I, love, it's not what you think. We're not trying to hold you back and we're not laying down the law. It's just that you're so young, love. You're just starting out. Now, don't get yourself tied down before you've had a chance to see what else there might be.
I'm not gonna get tied down, though.
Sammy, that's exactly what I said. I sat at a kitchen table and that's what I said. I am not going to get tied down. And now look at me, look what happened to me.
You did all right.
Oh, all right, yeah. But it wasn't what I'd planned. Sammy, you're not stupid. You must have sat down and worked it out years ago. I was 3 months pregnant when your father and I married. And I was in my 3rd year of college. And because of that one mistake, everything that I'd planned for, everything I wanted, I just threw it all away.
But I'm not gonna get pregnant.
Oh, Sammy, I know you're not. You're 10 times more sensible than I was. But you could still wake up one morning and find yourself tied down with a couple of kids. And all your dreams, your chances, your opportunity to be somebody and make someone of yourself just chucked down the drain. And for what, eh? Sammy, I don't want that for you. I don't want you making the same mistakes that I did.
Well, that's great, Dad. That's just great. So that's how you're going to introduce me at the parties, is it? Hey, this is Frank, my mistake. Will you do what your mother says, Sammy? I mean, you don't want to ruin your life like she has, do you?
Dad, I brought you a cup of tea. It's all my fault, this, isn't it? Better if I went, really.
Don't talk soft.
It is, though, isn't it?
It's just... You know you can go on for years, pretending everything's all right. And it is all right. It is. Everyone knows where they stand. And it's the family jokes. And you just get through the business of keeping alive, day to day. The old routine. Do the job. Have a laugh. But there's things underneath. You know they're there. Kind of lying on the bottom like mud. But you don't want to talk about them because, well, it's just this business with you. And it's just like stirring the water up a bit. Ah, we'll be all right. You'll survive. Sam? What do you see in him?
I don't know. He makes me happy. He makes me feel good. I can't explain it. I love him.
And what does he see in you?
Oh, I don't know.
An easy lay. A pretty young girl throwing herself at him. You know what that is, don't you? Every middle-aged man's secret fantasy. And that's all you're out of. Some aging man's dirty fantasy.
It isn't like that.
But that's how he gets his kicks, though, isn't it? Seen the look in other fella's eyes when he walks into a restaurant with you. What a stud. That's what they're thinking. But you're only an accessory, Sam. You're like the fast car and a portable phone.
You don't know him. It's not like that.
Believe me, Sammy, I've got first-hand experience of middle-aged men's fantasies. All right. All right, what does he want? Marriage? Have you worked it out? When you're 30, he'll be pushing 50. He'll be dropping off in front of the telly with his slippers on and his mouth wide open. And just when it should be getting really good for you, he'd be worrying about whether his false teeth fit properly. You spend half your life a teenage bride and the other half a geriatric nurse.
It really bugs you, doesn't it, his age?
Sam, he's only a couple of years younger than I am.
So?
Yeah, it really bugs me.
Well, maybe I like older men. Maybe I think they're kinder and gentler and more understanding. Dad, he makes me feel safe.
Safe? No, love. You were safe with Owen. Safe as ours with Owen. You'd be safe with that young Dixon kid across the street. But with somebody who's just using you as a status symbol to boost his ego, you're joking. What time is it?
6:10. I really don't know what you want me to do, Dad. Do you want me to stop seeing him? I can't. Do you want me to stop sleeping with him? It's too late for that now.
I don't find this easy, Sam.
Oh, I know.
I just can't handle it, love. I can't face the thought of some fella.
Well, would it be all right if we were married? I mean, could you handle it then? Dad, how old do I have to be? Will it be all right when I'm 30?
Yeah, why isn't he married?
Pardon?
There must be something wrong with a fellow who's not married by the time he's 40.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is. He's had a career or he can't hold a relationship together long enough.
That's ridiculous. And anyway...
Hello.
Hi.
Do you want a cup of tea, Mum?
Yes, please, love. Thanks. I didn't know if you'd still be here.
Did you want me to be? All that stuff you were saying to Gina the other week won't go away, will it?
No.
What a mess.
It's got nothing to do with you.
I'm just the fella you married. The fella that ruined your life.
Oh, yeah, but that's not true, is it? Because if I'd wanted to, I could have done something about it a long time ago. I was just protecting myself from failure. You know, like, look what a success I could have been if I'd been given the chance. And anyway, it's still not too late. Oh, I don't know what I want, really. Look at Gina. Teaching doesn't seem to have done her much good, does it? Look, I'm sorry.
They're not going to split up, are they?
Don't be silly. What would they want to do that for? People do fight, you know.
They were shouting at each other. It was horrible.
Yeah, well, that's what people do. And then they make up. Hey, go and see if that kettle's boiled for us.
Are you coming tonight?
Where?
To see me? I'm doing my solo bit in the Spanish scene.
Oh, I can't. I'm going out. Is it boiled?
Yeah.
Well, there's a tea bag in the mug. It's for me mum.
Shall I take it up?
Oh, no, leave them. Wait till she comes down.
Get that mess off your face right his way.
Do you think Mum and Dad will still come tonight?
Did they say they would?
Yeah.
Then they will.
What's she gone and done now?
Who?
Ian, Evelyn.
Run off to Lewisham with a travelling salesman.
Was it the first time?
No, it was a garage mechanic last week and a bookie the week before that.
No. I mean you.
What?
Last night. Was it the first time? Well, you know, the first time.
No, but I can't talk about that to you. I mean, it's very private.
Nobody ever talks to me about anything.
Yeah, well, I will one day. Listen, thanks for this morning, sticking by me and that.
Didn't do, did I?
Yeah, well, thanks for trying anyway. Well, I think I better go and get changed. Oh, your tea's downstairs.
Oh, thanks, love. Mum, have you got any red cotton?
So, did you have a good day?
Yeah, fine. Have you got any?
Oh, only what's there, love. I'm sorry. Where's my tea?
It's in that kitchen.
So, what did you do today?
Nothing really. Just things.
Didn't see you at dinner time.
No.
I'm sure you were at school today.
Yeah, of course.
Because I can check, you know. Where's Jeff?
Stayed at Bumpers for his tea.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. How are you managing?
Okay.
Oh, it looked fine. What time does it start tonight?
7:30, but gotta be there at 7.
Oh, well, I better get the tea on then. Frank? It's tea in quarter of an hour.
You're still coming tonight, aren't you?
Coming where?
To see me dancing.
Yeah, of course we are.
Of course we are.
Going to see Katie dancing tonight. Unless your dad has to wait in for Mr. Knight to call. But I'll definitely be coming. Sammy! It's your tea in 15 minutes.
Is that Tarquin Sully fellow on the telly?
Yeah, Meadowcroft Park.
It's rubbish, that, isn't it?
Mum, I don't want any tea, thanks.
Where are you going?
Out.
What do you mean, out?
Well, I did say there was no need to cook for me anymore. If I'm in, I'll do my own.
This isn't a hotel, you know.
No, it's not. Because at the hotel, I don't have to have a stand-up row every time I want to go out.
Katie, turn the telly off, love.
You have the nerve. After everything that's happened here today, you have the nerve to just waltz out again.
Why not?
Why not? Oh, you take the gold medal for tact and consideration, you do.
Look, we're going out for some dinner and then I'm going back to his place to listen to a couple of records.
Oh, is that what you call it nowadays? That's a new one, isn't it?
And I may or I may not be home tonight. If not, I'm working tomorrow, so I'll see you in the evening. Otherwise, I'll see you at breakfast.
Oh, no.
Pardon?
You put one foot over that step tonight and we'll see what happens.
You haven't listened to a word I've said, have you?
Oh, yes, I have. And all boils down to a load of crap. You're only 17. You're not legally an adult yet. Never mind anything else.
Oh, yeah. And what about Jeff?
Don't drag Jeff into this.
What about Jeff?
You're so hypocritical. It's all double standards, isn't it? I mean, he's out at the pub nearly every night.
No, he isn't.
Mum, he is. I mean, you couldn't even be sure where he is right now.
We're talking about you, not Jeff.
And he's not even 18 yet. Oh, but that's all right, isn't it? Because he's one of the lads. So it's wink, wink, slap on the back and turn a blind eye. Well, Dad, that's fine, but it's got to work both ways, hasn't it?
Well, all right, since you brought the subject up.
Oh, I knew it. I knew you'd have to drag all that up. Well, I haven't had one drink since I've been going out with Tim. Not one, because I haven't needed to. He makes me happy. He cares about me. Sammy! And when Jeff comes home drunk, it won't be, oh, my God, he's an alcoholic. It'll be, ha-ha, chip off the old block, eh?
No, that's not fair.
Isn't it?
I think we've long gone past being fair, love.
And when he out all night because he's knocking off some bimbo. Sammy! Me dad will be over the moon. That's my boy, a real man, eh? I mean, you probably throw a party for him or something. Me dad will be boasting it all over the close.
Have you finished?
But I'm right though, aren't I? But not all, Katie. Oh, no. You're probably already sent off for a chastity belt, haven't you?
You just go to your room.
You make me.
Don't push it, Sammy.
Have we gone wrong somewhere?
Well, I'll tell you, shall I? You're both so bloody hypocritical. That's where you've gone wrong. It's do as I say, isn't it? Mum, I am 17. I am the same age as you were when you were sleeping with me, Dad.
No, ain't you?
And you! You keep conveniently forgetting that, don't you?
No, Sammy, that's why.
Yeah. And you were so stupid you landed up having to get married and you've been regretting it ever since. Well, that's fine. That makes me feel just wonderful, doesn't it? For God's sake, Mum, just because you screwed up, you can't take it out on me. You can't wrap me up in cotton wool and send me to my room till I'm ready for me bus pass. I've got to make me own mistakes. And they're not going to be the same ones you made. No way. Mum?
It's a waste of time talking to her. Let her get on with it. Go on.
Thank you, at last.
Is that true?
Is what true?
You only got married because you had to, and you've been regretting it ever since.
No, of course not. Katie, will you stop it? Katie, what are you doing? Don't talk to me! Katie!
Now look what you've done. Are you happy now?
Do you know, I don't know what's happening here anymore.
Yeah, well, to be quite honest, Mum, I don't care what you think anymore. So what are you going to do about it, eh? You going to hit me? You going to beat up Tim like you tried with Mr. Hennigan? Or are you going to act like a grown-up for once in your life, Dad? I'll see you then.
If I ever get my hands on him, I'll kill him. I'm telling you, I'll kill him.
We go all pagan in just a moment with a Sam Hain feast in TV Dinners, next on Living.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much, Tom. Would you believe it?
What?
A flat tyre.
Oh, no, is your spare all right?
Nah, it'll do till I get to the tyre centre. It's just another hour off the road, isn't it? More money lost.
Hey, there's a letter for you here. It's from the clinic.
The clinic?
Do you want to open it? Do you want me to open it then?
Yeah, go on.
It's like opening your exam results, this.
I wouldn't know. Never got any.
Well, they're not going to give us really bad news, are they? Not through the post.
They did last time.
Oh, I don't think Mr. Coulter would. He'd probably not tell us anything at all.
Well, probably not worth opening then, is it?
This is to acknowledge receipt of your sperm sample, that sort of letter.
Waste of paper.
Whole twig of a rainforest wasted.
Well? But what does it mean?
Well, it means they want you in as soon as there's a bed spare. Must be good news.
Results of the test was satisfactory. What's satisfactory? I mean, what does that mean?
Well, it means they were satisfactory.
I'd like to proceed with an exploratory operation as soon as possible. Oh, it sounds gruesome, doesn't it?
Well, they'll put you to sleep first.
Yeah, too right, they will. Oh, it's just the words they use, though, isn't it? Exploratory operation. Now, sounds as if you're going off down the Amazon somewhere. As soon as possible. You'll be notified when a bed is available. What do you think?
Well, it's a start, isn't it? Terry, I think it's brilliant.
Be careful.
Is she up yet?
There's noises from her room. The radio's on.
Did you get any sleep at all?
No,
No, neither did I.
don't think so anyway.
Oh, I feel as if I've aged 20 years since yesterday.
Don't look it.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, take that.
I don't think that's fair. Well, that's your problem. There's only 2 biddies wanting shampoo and sets to savvy. You'll easy manage by yourself. 2 clients. You don't need me. You might be right there. One afternoon off isn't going to kill us, is it? I mean, it's not exactly as though we're strained under the pressure of business. And we never will be if you keep taking afternoons off and letting clients down. You're getting dead, aren't you? I'm running a business, Nikki. Yeah, and what's the point in going into business for ourselves when we can't even take time off when we want to? Maybe that's why I'm running this outfit and you're not. And what about Monday? What about Monday? You lost me 8 customers on Monday. Oh, don't exaggerate, Tracy. It was only Mrs. What's-her-face, and she's no loss anyway. She's a narky owl bag. So, what happened? I told you. I forgot. Oh, you forgot? Do you realise you messed me up bad style on Monday? I had her on the phone all afternoon. She's going round now telling everyone that we're unreliable. So what? Good riddance. And Mrs. Dowie, you were late for her yesterday morning. Traffic. The bus got stuck. It was jam-packed solid up East Prescott Road. At 9 o'clock? Yeah. Oh, well, I better get in touch with the Pope then, hadn't I? What? Well, I've obviously just witnessed a miracle because when I was driving down there at 9 o'clock, the traffic was moving very freely, thank you very much. You were 40 minutes late. You forgot a base colour so her routes still don't match. Nikki, it's getting so frightened to pick the phone up. I'm getting more complaints than bookings. And it's all my fault, I suppose. Well, it's certainly not mine. Look, I didn't go into business with you so you could start shouting at me as if you were me boss or something. So what did you come in for? For some strange reason, I thought it might be a laugh. This is a business. I'm not letting you drag me under with your neck. You either shape up or you just forget it. What do you mean, forget it? Meaning you turn up for clients at the right time, with the right equipment and the right attitude, or you just forget it. Oh, so you're giving me the push now, are you? No, I'm just giving you a warning. Oh, well, that's great, that, isn't it? I mean, I thought we were supposed to be mates. And the sooner you move in here, the better as well. Then I can keep an eye on you. I can't afford to carry passengers, Nick. Oh, you can't afford to carry passengers? Who the hell do you think you are, Fidel Sassoon? No, I'm your employer. If I have to sack you, Nicky, I will. Mates or no mates.
What did he say?
Oh, not to worry. Get in as soon as I can.
Oh, great. Only be a few minutes.
Oh, they're really great there, you know. I still feel a bit like the new girl.
Well, that's probably because you still are.
Yeah, and I'm still finding my way around, but I really like them.
Well, what are you going to do if you have to leave?
What, you mean if I get... don't cross bridges, eh?
Don't count your chickens, you mean?
Well, bridges, chickens, whatever, just don't do it, eh?
Yeah, well, I know what you mean, but it's hard not to think about it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Step by step.
Yeah, step by step. Oh, this is stupid, you know. I've already bought bunk beds for the pair of them. I've already decided what school I'm going to send them to.
Pair of them? Hey, if everything goes all right, we're going to have at least 6.
6?
Yep, and some of them are going to be twins.
Well, I might as well give up my studying now, then.
Yep.
Now you can afford to keep us, eh? When I'm not earning those legal exec mega bucks.
Sell my body, won't I?
Oh, then I'm buying.
Isn't that defeating the object, though?
Oh, just keep him away from me, will you?
Aye, yeah. But early in the morning for that sort of thing, isn't it?
We've had some news.
Good news or bad news?
Well, good news from the clinic.
Oh, so the clock's going to be ringing to the sound of Little Sullivan's, is it?
Well, it's not as simple as that. There's a few bridges to be crossed yet.
Anyway, have you got half an hour to come with me and have a look at this little model?
Oh, hang on, but I'm working, aren't I?
I thought you were supposed to be on nights.
Well, I was, but I swapped with Mick because he's got to go and see his solicitor. What model?
Ah, Mick, he's got no chance, him, has he?
You are?
Mick's got no chance. He's going to get sent down, isn't he?
Oh, wait, don't tell him, nah.
Well, Teddy, you've got to know how to play with the law, haven't you?
Oh, why? What do you know about the law?
Enough. Anyway, come and have a look at this little model, come on.
What model?
Here she is.
Oh, that's also a model. Where'd you get it from?
From the Polly. The caretaker there. One of his relations owed me a favour, didn't he?
Well, what's the Olympic symbol for?
Teddy, look, if you're going to start populating the world with Little Sullivans, you better get your eyes tested. What do you reckon to that? Now, you know what me and you are going to do for the next half hour? We're going to get some paper and stuff, and we're going to do a bit of redevelopment on my new leisure complex. What do you reckon, Teddy?
I reckon you're off your head.
What's that? I thought you were asleep. Is that for me?
Yeah, you and me dad. Only, don't open it now, eh?
Why not?
Because, well, don't open it until I've gone.
Gone where? Sonny, where are you going?
To work. I'm on at 10.
Not with all that stuff. Frank!
Yeah?
Frank, come here.
Look, I don't want to talk about it, all right? I've made my decision. I'm leaving and that's it.
Sammy, please, why?
Oh, Mum, don't.
Sam, just think a minute, love.
I've thought about nothing else all night.
Oh, yeah? What about, eh? About your mother's feelings? About our Katie, about our Jeff? All you ever think about, Sammy, is yourself.
I said I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I do.
Well, I don't. Because there's nothing left to say, is there? The moment I open my mouth, I'm accused of something new. I'm a liar, I'm a slut, I'm selfish, I'm upsetting the whole family. Well, you'll all be a lot better off without me then, won't you?
Sammy.
And a hell of a lot happier. And so will I. You can all go back to burying your heads in the sand and playing happy families. And I'll be with someone who actually loves me.
You think that we don't love you?
Mum, if you love me, then... What's the point? I've left the telephone number. It's on the note. Well, I don't want you phoning me unless it's an emergency. I'll pick the rest of my stuff up later.
Sam, this is stupid.
Dad, it's no good. It's too late.
Sam, just 5 minutes.
Dad, will you just leave me alone? Just let me go. I've got a taxi waiting.
Sammy! Sammy!
Just leave me.
Sammy! Sammy!
Dad, go back in, will you?
Sammy! Sammy! Come on, shut up, shut. Sammy!
Hi.
Home early,
Working from home.
so I can see. Soaked in the sweat of an honest day's toil. Where's Margaret?
Just taking the sprog down the park. I'm also recovering from a serious allergic reaction.
To what?
To everybody in that office and anything remotely connected with electricity. Of course, I mean, if anybody should ask, I'm pottering around in the speak area, inspecting our installations.
Goes without saying.
You don't fancy half an hour inspecting my installations, do you?
Love to, darling. Sorry, I haven't got the time. I'm busy beating somebody up.
Pardon?
Oh, you patronising, jumped-up, stupid, brainless, condescending, patronising, slimy, self-satisfied pile of...
What are you doing?
It's primal consciousness therapy.
What?
Something like that. I've read about it somewhere. I'm going to smash your face in. I'm going to strip you into little thin pieces and feed you to the fish.
What fish?
Any fish. Don't be so literal. Sharks.
Is this me? Now, look, you're making me very nervous here.
God, if only I could make him nervous.
Oh, Paul Cunningham. What's he done now?
Where do I start?
Well, these are these interchangeable impregnated mop heads again, isn't it?
You know, I know exactly what they're going to come up with, the creative team. This amazingly original idea. Picture it, Max. You've got the breakfast table full of muesli and orange juice and wonderfully matching china and milk, actually in a milk jug. And the kids dash off to school, leaving the kitchen floor grey, dull and scuffed. Oh, but listen. A sympathetic and deeply patronising male voice. He's commiserating with you over the state of your quarry tiles. But no time to do anything about it now. Oh, no, because you've got to dash off and save the future of British industry single-handed. Not to mention your lunchtime workout at the gym and your Italian evening classes. Oh, and the quick cassolette you're going to knock up for hubby's boss that evening. Thank God for interchangeable impregnated mopheads. And because after all, Max, what else does the woman who's busy saving British industry really worry about? You're right. The shine on her kitchen floor. Well, she's been tortured with guilt about it all day, this fundamental failure to fulfill her female function, and other words I could think of beginning with F.
Yeah, if you didn't have a Margaret, you might be quite glad to have an impregnated mophead.
Don't you start.
No, I'm just saying that women who do occasionally pop out to save British industry and don't have a Margaret on tap would quite take to the idea.
That's not the point, and why should it be my responsibility anyway, and who cares whether it shines or not?
Aren't you taking this a fraction personally?
Yes.
That's the back done.
The what?
The back. The windows said they were dirty.
Oh, you didn't need to do that, love.
Might as well. No sign of sin bad anyway. Somebody's got to do them.
Funny, isn't it? Your life falls apart, you just stand there and watch your eldest daughter walk away, and all you can think of is how dirty the windows are.
Chris, your life is not falling apart.
Frank, I feel such a failure.
I don't want to talk about it right now, OK?
Do you know, I could understand it if it was the Dixons or even the Corkills. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked Doreen Corkill. I had a lot of time for Billy, but, you know, it was always chaos over there, wasn't it? I used to wonder if those kids had gone out in the morning with a proper meal in their stomachs. They were always in trouble. And now look at them. They're really making something of their lives, aren't they? And we did everything right, didn't we? We did everything by the book. Perhaps it would have been better if we'd neglected them a bit more. Let them run riot, fed them on crisps and pop, and let them sniff glue and come in whenever they liked. I don't think I can face people.
What people?
Well, everybody.
It's none of their business.
Oh, yeah, but they're going to talk, though, aren't they?
Well, let them.
They're going to say, right, oh, she made a complete hash of it, that one.
Chris, does it really matter you what people think?
If I knew someone whose teenage daughter had just gone off with a man twice her age, well, yes, I'd think she'd failed. Because in the end, that was my big career, wasn't it? Being a mum. And I've made a complete cock-up of it from start to finish with all of them.
There's nothing wrong with Jeff or Katie.
Frank, she'll get fed up, won't she? Or he'll get tired of her. I mean, she will come back. I know you've got to let go of them. I mean, I've thought of nothing else for the last 6 months. But I just thought it would happen naturally, you know, with nobody getting hurt.
What is that, Katie?
I don't know. There's another thing.
I'll get it.
I'll get this lot finished, eh? I'll start on the tea, then.
Come in, mate. Jeff's not back yet.
Thanks.
Hello, Bumper.
Mrs. Rogers.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Jeff's still at training, love. He won't be long. You sit yourself down.
He said 6 o'clock.
Where are you going tonight?
Down at Chippy. Want to see a film or something? I don't know.
I'll go upstairs and do the windows up there.
OK, thanks.
Is Sammy in?
No.
Just wondered, like.
She's at work.
You all right, Mrs. Rogers?
Yeah, I'm fine, love, I'm fine. Look, would you like a coffee while you're waiting, eh?
No, thanks.
Well, I've just got to take these upstairs, Brian, OK? Oh, would you do us a favour and get that door, love? Yeah.
Oh, hiya. Come in, Jeff's not here yet.
Who is it?
It's Paula.
Oh, come in, love. He won't be long. Sit down.
He said 6 o'clock.
Yeah, he's still at training.
So we're meeting Sarah in town then, or what?
Sarah?
S-A-R-A? Your girlfriend?
It's spelled with an H, actually. S-A-R-A. H.
I didn't come for a spelling lesson. I just wanted to know where we were meeting her.
You started it.
Started what?
Well, the spelling lesson.
Oh, try again, Paula. Where are we meeting Sarah?
Well, no. She's working.
She seems to do a lot of that, doesn't she?
You trying to say something?
No, just said she seems to do a lot of work, and that's all. There's nothing wrong with that.
Of course she does. It's an hospital. They're short-staffed up there.
It's funny how we never seem to see her, though.
No, it isn't. Not if she's working. In fact, it's not funny at all. What are you getting at?
Nothing.
No, if you've got something to say it. Look, yeah, I'll show you a photo if you want.
Is that her?
Yeah.
She's very pretty.
Everyone says that. Moment they see her.
She looks dead glamorous.
She is.
How old is she?
18.
Oh, she's not 18. She's years older than 18. She looks about 24.
That's just the light. Come on, give it back.
Has Jeff seen that?
I showed him weeks ago.
So when are we going to meet Sarah with an H, then?
Next time, probably. I mean, it doesn't matter. Have a couple of beers, then go down to Chippy or something.
What? You, me and Jeff, you mean?
Well, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, fine. It's just I thought, well...
What?
Nothing. Well, you two seem to come like a matched pair, you and Jeff. I mean, it's like Hale and Pace or something. Don't you ever let him out on his own?
So when are we going to fill in that insurance form, then?
Haven't we done that yet?
Well, I haven't.
Don't know where the receipt is now. I don't know where I put it. Do we ever actually find out how Margaret broke that teapot?
Knocked it over, I think.
Can't we think of something a bit more convincing than that?
More convincing than the truth.
Never let the truth stand in the way of a good campaign. It's the first lesson I ever learnt at Richard's knee. Do you know what really guts me is the amount of brain power wasted on making money out of women's guilt. Impregnated mopheads. I love you.
Likewise.
So will you come with me and hold my hand and support me and zap Paul Cunningham with Zircon Death Road?
Yes, any time. When?
This interpersonal relationship theme break.
Oh, that sounds a bit dodgy. What is it?
I told you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. It's another one of PC's ideas.
I don't think I like the idea of you going on an interpersonal relations theme break with PC.
Well, come with us then. It'll be fun. Luxury hotel, all expenses paid. Guess what the theme is?
What?
Murder.
Oh, very appropriate.
So will you come?
I can't.
You don't know when it is yet.
Well, it doesn't matter when it is, because of the weekends, you know, having the kids.
Well, that's only every other weekend, and anyway, the break's in the week.
I'll be at work.
Oh, we'll take a few days off. Please, Max, it's important and it's expected. All the wives will be there.
Oh, I see. A vetting weekend, is it?
No. Well, yes, probably.
No, I don't think I fancy being an executive's wife, thanks.
Well, how do you think they feel?
Well, it's different for them.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. They're used to it. But I don't really see myself as a Mr. Patricia Farnham, do you? Checking in for my free leg wax at the hotel beauty salon and then going off shopping with all the other deserted wives while you have all these high-powered exec meetings in between murders. No, no way.
It won't be like that.
How much do you want to bet?
Oh, that's not fair. I turn up to every single round table function for you. I play Mrs. Max Farnham for you.
Yes, you do, because that's what you are.
Are you winding me up or what?
I'm just saying there is a subtle difference, that's all.
I don't see it.
Well, then look closer.
I talk to a load of people who bore the socks off me. I allow lecherous businessmen with bad breath to chat me up, and do I ever complain?
Yes, you do. You're complaining now.
All right, but I do it anyway.
You do it because that's what supportive and loving wives do.
Well, why can't it be what supportive and loving husbands do as well?
Because they're not wives.
Oh, for God's sake, Max, you should have read logic at university. You'd have got to start first. Oh, please, just a few days for me.
I really don't fancy it.
And I really, really want you to come. If you don't, I'll beat you up. I'll beat you up even worse than I beat up Paul Cunningham.
And then will you inspect my installations?
let myself in, you don't mind, do you?
No, of course not. I wouldn't have given you a key, would I?
I've done it.
Done what?
I couldn't stand it any longer. They were making me dead miserable, and I was making them dead miserable.
Come on, love. Don't cry. What is all this? Is that your case?
I'm moving in.
Fine.
No, for good.
No, look, don't cry. It's all right.
I just want to be with you all the time.
Shh.
I'm not crying, really, honest. I'm dead happy.
Home-smoked trout and haddock are on the menu next in TV Dinners.
I've got a job interview in an hour and my hair's a mess. I'll just have to chance the salon in town.
Well, you can't blame the woman. You did have an appointment with her.
I didn't.
Well, all right, Nicky, then.
Thank you. Anyway, I've had enough.
What?
She's had it.
Who?
Mary Poppins.
Well, she's your best mate, isn't she?
Has she phoned in?
Katie, go and get the sheets off the bed for me. There's a good girl.
Jeff's still asleep.
What? We'll wake him up then, the lazy so-and-so.
Let him lie in.
Frank, it's 12:15.
Well, he's on holiday. Must be tired if he's still asleep.
All right, leave him. Just get yours and Sammy's, please.
Sammy's hasn't been slept in.
All right, leave hers then. Just get yours, Lee.
I can't believe we're standing here doing nothing.
Oh, well, what can we do, eh?
Drag her back.
Oh, that'd solve everything, wouldn't it? She'd soon see our point.
Better than doing nothing.
Is it? Is it really, love? Now, what are you going to do when you get her home? Put bars on the windows, use manacles, handcuffs?
She's our daughter.
Frank, tell me something I don't know.
Don't you want her back?
Are you completely stupid?
What?
The only way our Sammy's going to come back is under her own steam when she's good and ready. Doesn't matter how much we want her home. All we can do is wait.
And how long's that going to take? A week, a month, a year?
Frank, use your loaf. Just let her stew. He's not going to fancy the idea of giving up his freedom.
Don't suppose she's given him much choice.
Exactly. Well, Sammy might be a chambermaid, but she's not the domestic type. She'll soon get fed up of playing the housewife.
We'll soon get bored playing the housewife. Then where will we be?
I was just trying to do me bit.
No, it's not necessary. You'll make my cleaning lady redundant, and there's enough people on the dole as it is.
I just want to learn my keep, that's all.
You don't have to.
It was the way I was brought up.
Yeah, me too.
I'm still looking for a flat, you know.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's just that, well, I feel a bit, well, sort of in the way.
Well, you are a bit sort of in the way. It's okay, you can stay as long as you like.
No, I still feel awkward, Tim.
Well, you're a stranger in a strange land.
Yeah, and you're a stranger to me, too. Why haven't you been snapped up by some lovely woman?
I have. Her name's Sammy.
Come on.
You know I've been married, don't you?
No.
No, but you guessed. Look, I'm nearly 40 years old and I'm not a saint.
Oh, no, I didn't... Oh, you know.
What else? I've been divorced, what, 4 years. 2 years of... well, to get over the marriage and 2 years of stumbling around in the dark once again as if I were...
Teenager.
If you like, yeah.
Any other women?
Yeah, Stephanie was 29, we were together 3 months, and Liz was 34, and we were together 8 months. Neither of them moved in.
Why not?
They hadn't had a row with their dads. No, they weren't serious. Well, they were serious. It was just that they were more light relationships. I wasn't capable of anything else at the time.
So, who finished with who, like?
You really are nosy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, not that it matters, but Stephanie elbowed me, and I finished it with Liz, okay?
Yeah. I finished with Owen, it was terrible.
Breaking up is hard to do, as Neil Sedaka once said.
Neil Sedaka,
Who's he?
Before my time. So, your wife, what's her name?
Ex-wife, and can I ask you a favour?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about her, eh? Some other time. Look, there's no particular reason not to talk about her. It's just that, well, things hatch out when they're ready. I mean, the past, it's gone. It's you and me that count right now. Just be yourself. And the same goes for me, and then we'll see how we really get on.
If we really get on.
If we really get on.
Do you think we will?
I hope so. But if something's bugging you, don't let it fester.
Nothing's bugging me.
Oh, groovy. But something will get to you, irritate you sooner or later, and when it does.
Yeah, same goes for me, okay?
Yeah, but gently, eh? Now then, let's sling some crumbs on the carpet before my cleaning lady starts to worry. I'd hate to shatter her illusions about me.
What illusions are they?
She thinks I'm a slob. Oh. Don't you dare. This must be the honeymoon period.
What happens when the honeymoon's over?
Real life.
I don't much like the sound of that one.
Yeah.
All right, whatever you say, Terence. I mean it.
All right. You're only the lodge around here, loan or no loan.
I know.
I don't care what you think about Sue. It's what I think about Sue that counts around here. I know you've always had it in for her.
She's always had it in for me, you mean?
That's because you've hated her since day one.
Well, then that's the way it is, Terry.
She's only suspicious of you, that's all. Well, why? Because she's got a brain. She wants us to have a normal family life, but she sees you dragging me off into all kinds.
All kinds of money, yeah?
So just leave it alone, will you? Things are bad enough as it is.
I had nothing to do with Danny.
Well, that's typically you, that is.
Look, I'm just sick of you being messed about, that's all.
Can't you see we're just trying to make a go of it? It's not just what Sue wants, it's what I want as well. And you're supposed to be my mate. Well, if you are, you'll go out your way to be nice to her. Stop making her think she's the Scarlet Woman every time you look at her. Things are delicate enough as it is round here. We're struggling, we're trying. We're like a broken china cup. We're trying to glue ourselves back together again, and we don't need you to come bumping into one of us, all right? Well?
Well, what?
I'm waiting.
Well, I'm waiting for you to tell me exactly what it is, what's worrying you.
Oh, I've just told you, haven't I?
You know, Terry, no matter what I do, Sue is never gonna like or trust me, right? So it's something else that's doing your head in. I don't blame you if you're scared, you know. I mean, I'm not too keen on hospitals myself.
I'm not scared of going into Aussie.
Well, you're more stupid than I thought, then.
This operation could solve all our problems, you know. I come out of there and bingo, she's pregnant. OK, it's another mouth to feed, isn't it? But that's all right. I mean, we can cope. Lots of other people have done it, haven't we? I've faced problems before, Square, and I'm not scared of facing them again. OK, if the operation doesn't work, it's OK. Well, in a way. At least I'll have had a go, won't I? I mean, I'll have had a try and all that, wouldn't I? And if it does...
You've got problems, Terry.
What?
I know it isn't easy for you.
What? I want to talk to you. I mean, that's what mates are for, isn't it? Look, you faced up to the fact that you couldn't have kids. You faced up to the fact that Danny wasn't yours, which is something I couldn't do, but you did it. And your life was a bit clearer. I mean, at least you could live with it. But that might change. I know you're worried. I mean, your life might be one big ovulation chart, having to get up at 3 in the morning and perform like clockwork.
I know that.
And then crossing your fingers until she has a period. And then pretending for another month that everything's all right, but really you're back to square one, aren't you? I mean, it's not very romantic, is it? It's not much of a sex life. It isn't sex anymore. It's just trying to have a baby.
You don't have to tell me that.
And then you got more worries. More tests if it works out. And what about Danny? He isn't yours, you know. I mean, what happens if the little one's great and Danny isn't? When they're older, the little one's clever and Danny's thick. And what happens if they have a Barney and you stick up for the little one? Is Sue gonna think you're against Danny just because he isn't yours? And will she be right? I understand, sir. I'll do anything I can to help you. I'll even be nice to that stupid cow that you married.
No way.
All right. I'm just saying that it's going to take more to solve your problems than throwing a pair of bills in an overnight bag. You've got to face up to it. And stop blaming me, will you? I mean, all I do is pay the rent round here.
That reminds me.
What?
Your rent's due.
On your bike? Oh, well, it's a once-in-a-lifetime offer.
So's the electric chair.
You can't have too much of a good thing.
Well, you could have too many unsold Easter eggs, especially around Christmas time.
Well, listen, they won't be cheaper anywhere else. I'm Mr. and Mrs. Mad Max Farnham. I'd be dead chuffed when you give the kids a nice, expensive-looking cheap egg. Even a woollyback's got to see that.
What do you call the scouser in a suit? The defendant.
Ha-ha, I'm splitting my sides. Hey, did you hear about when they opened a sex shop in Oldham?
Go on.
They sold out of inflatable sheep.
Are you a bit young for things like that?
They were good-looking sheep, though. You woolybacks aren't stupid.
All right, all right. What do you call a scouser in a semi-detached house? Burglar.
Could tell Mad Max how the teapot really got broken.
No, you wouldn't be trying to blackmail an ignorant woollyback, would you?
I'm not, you know, fellas in the house while you were away.
Of course, I could always tell Mr. Dixon how a certain shed really collapsed. Not to mention 10 million pizzas being sent here by persons unknown.
Do you know any more jokes?
Yeah. Hear about the scouser at Ford's who fell over and was off work for 6 months with a fractured flask.
Hey, oh, come on, these are straight up cheap.
Why don't you try Sinbad? He'll be around later.
Don't see him anywhere, do you?
Oh, window cleaner's a light policeman. You never find one when you want one. No, I'm spent up for this month, and Max and Patricia really spoil the kids anyway. They won't be here on Easter Sunday.
Why? Where will he be?
With Susanna, his ex. They're giving him the eggs on Friday.
Oh, poor kids.
Poor kids, nothing. They get really nice eggs, cost a fortune. They hide them in the garden.
The garden? What for?
I don't know, it's tradition. The kids get up and find them as though the fairies had left them or something, I don't know. That it then?
So what are you saying, like?
I'm saying, get lost, squirt, like.
Dad, and that client, instead of spreading the word, will be slagging me off to all her mates.
Yeah, well, that's no loss, is it?
She was a regular income and a few other friends.
Yeah, well, you're well rid of her then, aren't you?
Oh, can't wait.
You hate to go into her house, and that's why you sent me there.
I sent you, Nicky, because I can't be in 2 places at once.
Oh, and I can, I suppose.
Well, where were you then?
On the bus. No, waiting for the bus.
Oh, come on.
Have you heard of deregulation? Well, that's when you stop waiting for the bus and try and grab a stagecoach.
Well, why didn't you get a taxi then?
Because the taxi costs more than the haircut, and you'd kill me if I showed up with a loss of train.
Nicky, you knew where that client lived. Why didn't you set off in time?
Hey, it's all right for you to say you've got a car out there.
Do you really expect me to forget this again?
Look, you just remember who roamed it between us two, because it wasn't me.
Money has gone out of the door because of you, and it's never coming back.
I thought we were supposed to be mates.
Nicky, you promised me this wouldn't happen again. I can't afford you anymore. You're a liability.
Oh, well, it's always nice to know where you stand with your mates, isn't it? Nice to know that there's someone I can talk to.
You're sacked.
Am I? Well, I resign.
Good riddance.
Yeah, same to you. What are you looking at?
drag her back.
Dad, will you tell me?
No, Katie, you're too young to be asking questions like that.
That just means you don't want to answer.
Katie.
Well, it does. When I'm supposed to write the questions down till I'm old enough to ask them, or you can't avoid answering.
All right. What you want to know?
Chris, she's not on.
You've already had one daughter walk away.
She's not going anywhere.
She's here, you just don't mind.
Yes, she is. For the time being.
Meaning what, like?
Meaning, like the song says, little girls get bigger every day, and when they do...
All right. Go on, fire away. What do you want to know? That's what you want, isn't it?
Don't bully her. Now, yes, I was pregnant with Sammy when your dad and I got married.
I overheard. So you got married because you had to?
No.
Well, yes, at the time we did, but, well, we'd have got married anyway because we loved each other. We still do, sometimes.
Maybe that's why Sammy doesn't feel wanted around here anymore.
Oh, Katie, I don't think she feels unwanted.
It's her who doesn't want us.
She wants me.
And you the lucky one.
Frank.
Look, it's Easter. It's a holiday. We should be relaxing, having a bit of a laugh and that. Should just go round there and bring her back.
The diplomatic corps did turn you down, didn't they?
So, when me and Jeff came along, we were plan like?
Yeah, of course. We were a proper family.
Now listen, me and your mum love you, Sammy and Jeff. And we want Sammy back as much as you do. And we'll get her back. I promise.
When?
Soon. Now, you hold on there.
What are you going to do now?
It's a surprise. Can't tell you.
Oh, can't wait.
Me neither. What's for tea?
I don't know. What you fancy?
Dunno. Think about becoming a veggie.
Oh, your dad'll be made up when he hears that one.
Little bunny too. This time the night. And a bunny here. See this rabbit? He'll run, run, run. What's your name? Bloody bunny friend.
It's the way you tell him.
Thought we'd have a bit of a laugh, you know.
Forget it, will you, Dad?
Hang it on our Jeff's bedroom door.
You're not going to hang it on Jeff's or anybody else's bedroom door. This is that bunny's eviction notice.
You what?
Oh, get shut.
Hang on, mate.
Do you want a cup of tea, Kate?
All right, Mr. Rogers.
All right, Tony.
Hey, thrown it away, what?
Yeah. Got killed in a fight. Little bunny too. This time they're mad. And the bunny here.
Hey, that's good, Mr. Rogers.
Well, wearing a minority here too, mate.
Can I have it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Ta, mate.
Okay, see you later.
See ya. This time they're mad. Let Bunny here.
Hey, you might start regretting it sooner than you think, you know.
I had no choice, Rod. She was sinking the ship.
What are you going to do without her, like?
Just have to do it myself till I find someone else.
Well, can you manage on your own?
Probably not, no.
Do you know anyone who could take her place, like?
Not I found I don't.
So what are you going to do then?
Panic. Advertise. What else can I do?
Well, isn't there any chance you could, like, kiss and make up? Is there anything I could do?
All you can do is keep picking the phone up, taking messages, and make sure the answer machine's on when you go out.
Hey, listen, how do you fancy coming out one night with me and Diana?
Thought you weren't keen on me seeing it.
Well, at least this way, I can keep an eye on the both of yous, can't I?
I'd be too knackered, Rod.
Hey, listen, I'll bring 2 matchsticks to prop up your eyelids, right? And a funnel to pour the Bacardi down.
Don't mind me.
All right.
You could phone Mark, see if he wants to come make a foursome.
Do you really want it?
Why not?
Okay,
Thanks.
no problem.
Yes, thanks. Sorry about that, Mr. Grant. Please. We've nearly clinched a contract, but until it's all signed and sealed, you know.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Right, well, where were we?
Well, it's a well-known economic fact that a complex like this stimulates the growth in the surrounding area.
How long did it take you to knock this up?
How long does it take to cross your palm with a piece of silver? The best facilities attract the best events and the best performers, which in turn attract the biggest crowds. Now, crowds need food, drink, clothing, hotels, etc., etc.
What gave you the idea?
The Sky Dome in Toronto. It's got a metal roof, which is retractable within 15 minutes. It has hotel and shopping complexes, and they're all on the front of Lake Ontario, We have the same natural resources in this area lying idle, waiting for people with imagination and money, of course, to pick up the ball and run.
Nothing wrong in borrowing ideas.
It's the money I need to borrow. I steal the ideas.
Cheaper, eh?
This is an amalgamation of ideas, lifted mainly from the Olympic Munich Stadium, designed by Fly Otto. Also, the Italian stadiums, used for the World Cup. The one in Bari, designed by Renzo Piano, who can play more than a mean tune, as you can see.
The Sky Dome roof's metal, you say? And the one in Munich's perspex, so what's...
My choice? Well, that's the Vancouver Dome. Now, it's a Teflon plastic fabric, which is kept inflated by motorised fans, making it rigid. It's easy to install and it's reliable. Even if the fans collapse, the fabric will just slacken, will not fall down.
All-seater?
Of course. Here we have a multi-purpose underground gymnasium, we have a sports hall, tennis courts, concert hall, display gallery, there's facilities for open-air rock concerts, it's weatherproof, and it's a certainty for any Olympic or World Cup bids. And I'm sure we'll be going for both next time round. I really think Merseyside's ready for this, Mr. Bishop.
The Wembley or the North West, eh?
Well, I think it'll leave Wembley standing. But we didn't come here to talk about Wembley, did we? This project needs the people with imagination and, of course, the right financial backing. Well, that's the end of my pitch, Mr. Bishop.
This isn't meant to sound insulting, but it is a lot to take in when your daughter's about to be married and the wife decides to leave it all to me.
It's a pleasure I've yet to have. Is it a church service?
St. Christopher's, yeah.
Oh, Knowsley Road.
Oh, you know it?
Yes, a nephew of mine was confirmed there not long ago. St. Christopher, we could be fellow travellers.
It's a long journey from showing an interest to bringing in the Hymax and bulldozers. I don't know very much about you, Mr. Grant, or your company.
But you will find out. You could give Jet Smith a call at Monsard. We've done quite a bit of business together.
All in good time.
Time. The most expensive commodity of all, Mr. Bishop. To tell you the truth, I am a bit concerned.
What about?
That somebody might steal my idea.
That's how you got the idea in the first place, you said so yourself.
The idea for the stadium's the easy part. It's the location that's the inspiration.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that.
Well, when I feel that your interest is genuine, I will take you around the site.
How long have you been in this game, Mr. Grant?
It's not how long you've been in the game, Mr. Bishop. It's how well you can play.
I'm not one to rush into anything, but... Well, as you say, I have a few calls to make, haven't I? Let's talk again.
Right. Thank you very much. I'll send one of my people round to pick up the model later.
The phone box? 'Cause it's private? Oh, shut up, will you, Togger? Anyway, when can you get round here? Well, I think it might be time to end the truce with Mad Max. 'Cause he hate the way he's been going on about me dad about the tarmac. And I'm fed up, and it's Easter. And I've got this great idea that'll drive him up the wall. No chance. Come round, then I'll tell you. See ya. I'll get it. Hiya. Hiya. I was just wondering if Sammy was in. You'd better come in. Mum? Sammy out?
Yeah, look, she's out, yeah.
Oh, do you know what time she'll be back?
Not really, no.
Oh, hello, Margaret. I'd just pop round and see if Sammy fancies seeing a film tonight.
No, not tonight, love. I don't think so.
Or tomorrow. Oh, I best go anyway. See ya.
All right, love. Bye.
This is going to happen time and time again till Sammy's back living here.
Don't you think I know that?
Well?
Well, what?
Do you want me to go round there?
No, I don't know.
Do you want me to go round there, yes or no?
Cool Creole brunch is on the menu in TV Dinners next on Living.
What's the matter, love? Oh, come on, it'll be all right.
I miss her, Dad.
Well, so do I. We all do.
I miss arguing with her.
Well, when she comes home, we'll all have to watch what we say, won't we?
She might not come home, might she?
Oh, she'll be back before you know it.
Well, when?
Well, I can't say when exactly.
You don't know.
There's nothing I can do about it, love. If there was, I would. What?
Someone's got to give way. It's just pride, everybody's.
Well, I can't go to the hotel. They'd never let me in.
Well, push your way in if you have to.
Right. So, how'd it go?
Well, work's work, isn't it? I was glad when it's over.
Yeah.
How's Tracy? Did she give Nicky the sack or what?
Yeah.
And what did she say?
Who?
Well, Tracy.
You sacked?
Oh, but it wasn't easy saying that to a mate. Oh, poor Nicky.
Poor Nicky, nothing. She wasn't showing up for appointments. It's costing our Tracy money.
Was it?
Yeah, I've just said, haven't I?
No, I mean, she wasn't losing out. Wouldn't that be Nicky's loss?
Yeah, most of it, yeah. But Tracy was planning on putting some of the profits to one side, you know.
In the bank?
No, under the mattress.
There's no need for that. So she's trying for her own salon, is that what she wants?
Yeah, I think she's got to save up, though, for, like, growth capital, I think she called it.
I'd like to be my own boss now. Must be great.
Well, she's not her own boss, not really.
She's working for herself. What more do you want?
No, she's more like a homeless boss, you know. Like a travelling salesman operating out of a suitcase.
Well, we've all got to start somewhere.
If she's going to make a go of it, she's going to need roots, you know, like bricks and mortar.
And hairdryers.
Definitely hairdryers, yeah.
Must be tough, though, especially when your brother's future's all boxed off. I mean, good career, good job prospects.
Yeah.
Lovely girlfriend.
What for?
Well, if they're in alphabetical order, then you'll be able to find them easier.
But then I'll have to go through the alphabet for each record.
No, alphabetically in order of the band or singer's name. I thought you'd be pleased.
I am, yeah, at the thought, but...
But what?
Well, I don't need things in that much order. I'm quite happy with a bit of domestic chaos. It's good for the soul. In fact, never trust anyone afraid of a bit of chaos.
Why?
There's definitely something too clinical about that kind of personality. Too repressed.
Oh.
Would you like a cup of tea?
I'll do it.
And I asked you, right?
I want to.
I thought we talked about this the other day.
I know, I just...
Just look, you don't have to justify being here. Not to me, anyway.
I know.
But?
I don't know how you feel.
Well, how do you feel?
I mean, I just knocked on your door and I walked in with my suitcase. It wasn't as if I gave you much choice, was it?
You didn't have much choice, did you?
I know, but... Look, you haven't said anything. I mean, I don't know how you feel about this, whether it's all right or whether it's a real pain in the bum, and that I'm in your way and you feel suffocated by me, and that every time I want to be helpful, I feel as if I'm getting on your nerves.
Hey, I didn't mean it like this at all. I'm just trying to keep things as easy, as normal as possible.
Normal? When was the last time you slept with a 17-year-old?
Last night.
No, this is your place. I mean, given the choice, I would be somewhere else.
All right, it's not ideal, but then what is?
So you don't want me here?
I didn't want to get divorced. I didn't dream that I'd fall in love with a beautiful 17-year-old girl, but things have a way of happening. You just got to learn to go with it. It's called maturity, I think. No, I wouldn't swear to it. There are times when I can't help wishing that you were 10 years older and I was 10 years younger, because that would make things so less complicated, so easy. I'd like life to be like that, but it never is. You're here, and there's no need to apologize for that by hoovering up or rearranging my records. I'm a bit of a slob.
Oh, you can say that again.
And I like being a slob, particularly as my work calls for anything but slobbishness, if such a word exists.
But I'm not a slob, really.
That's all right, I'm not prejudiced.
I still don't know where we are.
Well, we'll just have to take things as they come. We haven't even had a row yet.
Oh, I hate rows. I don't want any more of them.
Well, we will, probably over nothing at all, but when we do, we just have to remember that there's a good bit to it.
Like what?
Kissing and making up. Cup of tea, madam?
Yeah.
Very impressed.
Oh, yeah? Do you like it, yeah?
Man of many talents, eh? Water near knocks you over.
I know, yeah. Fitted a special booster pump on it, you know, because the tank wasn't high enough. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, kettle's boiled there.
Have you got a hairdryer I could borrow?
Yeah, upstairs on my bed.
Oh, thanks, Tracy, you're a pal.
Knackered, are we, Rod?
Yeah, too right, yeah.
Well, when you burn the candle at both ends, you damage the wick.
What?
Just for practicing safe sex.
No way, knock it off, will you?
To coin a phrase. It's economic to buy condoms in bulk, you know.
If you must know, she just tested the shower, that's all.
Yeah, before or after.
She had to rush here straight from work. She didn't have time for a bath. It was the least I could do. Now make us a cup of tea, will you, Trace? Suppose you want one and all, don't you?
Hey, Diana's not that sort of girl, is she?
Lay off, will you?
What's this descent in the ranks, Rod?
That, I'll get you that.
Actually, he's knackered and Diana's upstairs testing out the new shower.
Oh, does wonders for you, this shift work, doesn't it? Who'd have thought?
Do you know what? You're like a pair of kids, the both of you.
It's all right, Rod.
Anyway, what you want?
I've got this letter from me mum, and it's got a note from your dad in it.
Come on, what's it say?
Right, hang on.
It's just wishing you both well and saying there's an open invitation to come down anytime you want.
I went at Christmas, didn't I? When are you going down then?
Yeah, when I get the time. A bit busy at the moment, you know.
No. Taking over the world, are we, yeah?
Just my little bit, Rod, you know. Which is why I've got to love yous and leave yous.
Oh, excuse me. I'll just go and put some clothes on.
Don't bother on my account.
You're as bad as air, you.
No wonder you're knackered, Rod.
Hey, take your time coming back.
Like that for you, ain't it?
Draw.
You gonna go?
Yeah, God knows when then.
I've got a long weekend coming up soon, so I might nip down then, you know.
Hey, Trace, I was thinking.
Sounds dangerous.
Isn't she terrible? Is she like this with all your girlfriends?
All hundreds of them, yeah.
Hey, take no notice.
Anyway, I was thinking I could get you some new customers if you like.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah.
Well, I've got some friends our age like, and they seem interested.
Oh, you mean you've already asked them?
I've only sounded them out. There's no obligation or anything.
Oh no, Diana, that's great. Thanks a lot.
It's no trouble. So we still going on this foursome tonight?
Well, it's a threesome, innit?
I thought you were going to ask Mark.
Do you really want me to?
Well, what do you think?
Well, we'd have a laugh, wouldn't we?
Would we?
Yeah, and if Mark comes, Tracy won't have to sit there like a lemon, will she?
All right.
We'll just go and visit my grandma and granddad as usual.
See me, it's boring.
No, it's not. You always buy me and our Angela a great big egg between us.
What's good about that?
Fight over it when we get home. That's great.
That's stupid.
So are you. The both of you are stupid, so shut up and listen, eh?
What?
Mad Max leaves the Easter eggs in the garden.
The garden?
Yeah, this is a surprise for us kids. If he leaves them out overnight, the rats will get them.
There's no rats around here. It's too posh.
There's rats everywhere. That's right, I'm sitting with two of them now, so button it. I was only saying. Yeah, well, he doesn't leave them out overnight. He gets there early, just before his kids.
So?
Yeah, well, I sleepwalk sometimes.
Me too, every day at school.
And if I happen to sleepwalk early on Good Friday, just after Max has been in the garden, just before his kids.
Nice one.
Mega! It's all good as ever. Only be suspicious. You haven't proven the truth yet.
You should keep well in with him.
No, that'll make him more suspicious. Lovely Easter eggs. Shouldn't have bothered Mr. Farnham would get more than enough off me mum and dad.
I don't. I'm easy.
Yeah, I thought you might be somehow. And what are you doing with that thing?
Oh, as soon as we find a dog, we're putting in the starting blocks. Still, it is a lot of money to be spending on a neighbour's kid.
I'm just trying to be neighbourly, Tony.
Ah, so can I take them now? Save you coming over later on?
Well, that's very kind of you, but what about the surprise you'll get on Easter morning?
OK, well, can I have the big blue one?
I wouldn't mind the other one. Same here. Just leave him with Tony.
Hi, Max. Ah, hello, Frank. How's it going?
Oh, so, you know.
Got your Easter eggs here.
Bang goes me diet, eh?
Blue one? Purple one? Only in your dreams.
Can't I come with you?
No, love. It's best if I go on my own. Honest.
But if last time he sees me so shouty and nothing, neither will that tin fella.
I'm not bothered about him. Could gust of wind will blow him over.
You make a show yourself, will you, Dad?
I promise, love. Ah. Okay, love.
Sure.
But can you guarantee a high standard of work?
Yeah, shop fitting's my game. I've been doing it since I was a lad.
What if I wanted to invoke a penalty clause? You wouldn't be able to pay.
Oh, behave yourself. This job isn't big enough to start thinking about a penalty clause.
You sure you know these fellas well enough?
I've known the joiner for 10 years and known Bad Pint for 14.
Bad Pint?
Yeah, the best plumbing in the Northwest, bar none, and the quickest.
If you and your merry men screw up, the buck stops with me.
Yeah, and if we don't, and we won't, well, the 30,000 saving stops with you and all, doesn't it?
I suppose from where you're standing, that seems like a fair risk.
You're not taking a risk.
I can't get any compensation out of you if it goes wrong. That's a risk.
Look, I've worked with these lads in Scotland, Birmingham, Devon, all over the place. We can fit a shop at a night.
How many men are lined up?
Look, I'll put my feelers out. But it depends when you want to start, you know.
Start with 2 shops at a time. That way, if I don't like what I'm seeing, I can cut me losses, and you, pretty early on. Just the basics. Plumbing, plastering, elects, sink bog, and an asphalt screed on the floor.
All right, we'll make your eyes sparkle.
And if it's going okay, you'll be able to get hold of more men.
Well, like I said, it depends when you want to start, know what I mean?
We'll have finished the shell by 3 weeks Monday. How's that?
All right, I'll see who can rustle up.
I want those shops fitted and gleaming within 7 days.
You don't want much, do you? So what's that? That's 2 chippies, 2 sparks, 1 plumber, if Bad Pint's free, and 1 labourer.
Sounds about right.
So that's 4 at 80, 1 at 50, 7 days. Talking about 4.5 grand up front.
You've got a bottle, I'll give you that.
You don't expect me to pay them, do you?
What, 4 grand?
4 grand.
What? You expecting me to hand it over? Watch you walk away and hope you show up with your gang 3 weeks Monday? There's no money till the job started.
Look, I've already started. What do you think I'm doing here now, eh?
Money when the men are on site.
Look, 4 grand's chicken feed. It's not worth robbing. Me and you stand to make a lot more than that, especially you.
I'll give you a cheque.
The lad's only dealing cash.
You get 4 grand in cash after 5 days of work.
I'm getting some money up front now, or you can forget it.
Why up front? We're providing all the materials.
Do you think I'm doing this for the good of my health, eh? You stand to make 30 grand out of this. It's time to start slinging a bit of it my way. All right?
Let me think about it.
Well, why don't you think about 30 grand? I'm sure that'll concentrate your mind wonderfully. Hmm?
Next week, come and see me.
All right.
I want to see Sammy Rogers.
Oh, she's not here today.
Don't give me all that. I know she works here. I'm a father.
Can I help you, sir?
I want to see Sammy Rogers.
She'll not be back till tomorrow.
Well, tell her I'll be back.
make sense, which is the main thing. How do you remember it all now, Max?
Oh, it's all straightforward stuff, you know, first-year coursework for surveyors.
Well, looks like I'm going to blind him with science. He won't know what's it in, will he?
Well, he will if he knows anything about surveying.
I hope he doesn't.
Tell me something, Barry. It might be my paranoia, but how do you feel about living next door to that lot?
Well, it doesn't really bother me, does it? I'm only stopping at Terry's, like.
Yeah, but if you were permanently living here, I mean.
Oh, I'd move, Max.
Why?
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Look at the state of it. They're lowering the tone of the neighbourhood.
Lowering the tone? Subterranean since that lot moved in. But it is, though, isn't it? Mind you, I'm just as bad, I suppose. All the time and energy I spend moaning.
Ah, well, gets to you sometimes like that, doesn't it, Max?
It's stupid. Where were we?
The water level is presently at an approximate level of 40 feet.
All right. And rising at an approximate rate of 1 foot per year.
Gotcha. I appreciate this, Max, you know.
No trouble at all. The reason for the water's rise is further away from the river towards the higher land, the deeper the water is from the top of the land. Water levels are, by and large, fairly localized.
Hey, hang on a minute.
Oh, sorry. Do you know, it was a bulb. I thought it was a wire.
Right, go ahead.
Right, the reason for the rise in the water table can be directly linked with the decline in industry. Fewer factories, and therefore less use of water in processing and cooling.
Yeah.
And domestic use of water has also declined, probably in keeping with the population.
Well, that makes sense as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, the records go back to the mid-1800s, when the water table was at ground level.
All very relevant information, this, Max.
Well, I think there might have been a water-filled creek in Liverpool at around that time.
When will this rise in water have an effect?
Oh, not for about another 20 years. Mind you, Merseyrail are having to pump out a lot of water from underground tunnels more often than they'd like to.
Pumping water out of tunnels?
Yeah. Why do you want to know all this?
Oh, I'm having a bet on a pub quiz, you know. Look, Max, you know, I owe you one. In fact, I owe you a few, mate.
Oh, not at all, not at all. Deserve a medal for moving that lot. Right. I think we're almost done here.
Might stand a chance of winning now, eh?
Yes. Well, if you excuse me, dinner calls.
Right. Thanks again, Max.
Anytime.
Wait! So, boss, what?
What are you three doing?
Oh, well, we're playing water polo.
Do you want to clip round here?
No, Tom, so I'll get my sisters to do it later.
When she gets tired of doing it, I'll step in, eh? So, what's this all about?
We're making a new film.
Well, go ahead, then.
It's a cartoon.
Well, what is it?
Who Framed Roger's Rabbit? Woo!
There he was lying on the couch, knackered, and she's only standing over him in his dressing gown.
Look, I'd only just finished work, honest.
I was depraved and morally corrupted.
Glad to be of some use anyway.
I was traumatised.
Wouldn't be.
Lay off with this, come on.
Don't think I'll ever be the same again.
That's what a shower does for you, Tracy. Just wait till you have sex. I didn't mean it. It wasn't that good, was it?
I don't know which one's the darker horse, you or her.
Me, defo.
Who knows what goes on behind the shampoo and throat lozenges?
Hair and tonsils probably in that order.
Oh, she bites too. What's she like before the shower, Rod?
I just knocked off work, honest.
Yeah, knocked off being the operative word, eh?
What?
Never mind.
Take no notice, he's just being sarcastic.
Well, she's not offended, are you?
What?
See?
What's up?
Nothing. Forget it.
Look, just behave yourself, all right?
Being a hairdresser's a bit like being a priest, isn't it?
Except instead of listening to confession, you cut people's hair. Besides that, there's no difference at all.
I said, lay off.
People tell you the secrets because they're stuck with you for a period of time while you're cutting the hair.
Yeah, that's right. They confide in you. God knows why, like what they just do.
But it's dead interesting, that, having to keep everyone's secret.
Just part of the job.
I'm the only one on this table without an exciting job.
Maybe we all find our natural position in the world.
Yeah, well, yours must be pretty low down.
Yeah, be flat on your back if you don't watch it.
Oh, come on.
Tracy's dropped enough hints.
What's up?
See, she doesn't mind, do you, Diana?
No. What?
See what I mean? OK, Mr. Lewis, I'll tell her. Yeah, of course. I can handle it. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Good night.
Tim? Oh, say something, will you?
I always eat my dinner sitting on the floor. It's a sort of leave work behind habit. Saves a fortune in tablecloths.
What's happened?
Your dad stormed into the hotel a few hours ago.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah, it seems he was after blood. Mine, at a guess.
Did he hit anyone?
Well, he couldn't. I wasn't there. But he'll be back on Friday to greet us, he promised, apparently. No, tell a lie. According to the manager, Mr. Lewis, it was more of a threat. Oh, don't say you're not hungry anymore. I hate that cliché.
I didn't think anyone knew at the hotel. I mean, I hadn't said anything.
Yeah, a big part of hotel management is learning not to mouth what your nostrils smell. People notice things.
Like what?
How once we used to smile, joke, flirt. And then suddenly we became more careful, more discreet. Now, why were we being discreet, people ask themselves.
I don't want to get you into trouble.
Oh, this is pretty mean chili.
What am I going to do, Tim?
Eat your chili.
Oh, come on.
Well, you could go round and see your dad tonight, or wait until tomorrow's showdown.
I think I'll go round there.
It won't do any good. He'll ask you to stay, and you'll say no, I think.
Of course I'll say no.
Then there'll be a row, and he'll come to the hotel to confront me anyway. Your food's getting cold.
I didn't want to cause anyone any trouble.
That's not the way it works. I cause you trouble, you cause me trouble. But in this case, the trouble happens to be your dad. Either he can't, he won't, or he simply refuses to grow up.
I'm frightened.
I just don't know why he doesn't act his age. Yeah, just in case you're wondering, I'm frightened too.
I'm not patronising anyone.
Not much, you know.
I like it.
I don't care if you hate her guts, just keep your sarcastic comments to yourself.
Oh, so you're a mum or something?
No, but you like saw Rod and that's good enough for me.
Oh, she's dozy. Don't pretend she isn't.
Okay, so she isn't so quick to catch on, so what?
Look, I don't blame you for sticking up for her, Trace. I mean, she's delivering new customers to your business, and presumably she's delivering the goods to Rod as well.
It's none of
He
your
won't
business.
still be with her in 3 months, and you won't bother with her either.
You've got some nerve.
Look, she won't lose any sleep over it. She's too thick to get offended.
Something, don't you?
No, I don't.
I don't see her good nature as a sign of weakness to send up all the time. You see someone who's a bit weak, and you instinctively attack them because they haven't got the means of fighting back. Well, it makes me sick.
Well, you misunderstand.
And then you have the arrogance to expect me and Roger join in the fun and start laughing at her. Well, I don't want any part of it, or you.
Tracy, I don't know what...
Who's being thick now? Do I have to spell it out to you?
I want yours!
What's up with him now?
No.
What'd he say?
It was my fault.
Oh, I'm gonna...
Rod, just stay here. I'd rather you stayed here.
Next time I'll knock him out.
God, I can't have picked them, can't I?
You all right?
Why can't I just get off with a decent fella for a change? Everything all right?
Yeah, just a bit of a row with Mark, that's all.
Oh, that's a shame. He's good laughing as well.
Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall has to roll 250 vine leaves for a Lebanese feast in TV dinners, next on Living.